Hi, this is Susie for Shiny Internet Digest, and I'm here with the Samsung F490 from Vodafone. Now this was announced at Mobile World Congress back in February. We've just got our hands on one. Now I'm going to start with a bit that some people love and some people hate. Haters, you're just going to have to suck it up for a minute. Right, I'm going to have to compare it to the iPhone because, as you can see, it is a fully touchscreen model. Screen size, it's the same width across, but it's slightly less deep, and as far as you can tell with the width, pretty similar. That's pretty much where the similarities end. They've both got no stylus, fully touchscreen. However, specs wise, this one is almost strides apart. Starting with, it's got haptics, no multi-touch, anything like that, but yeah, it is a very nice bright screen. The camera on this is fantastic. It's 5 megapixels. It also shoots 30 frames per second video, which is really handy. You can expand the memory with micro SD cards, which is fantastic. Now it's got great camera features like multi-shot, it's got anti-shake, it's got an LED flash there on the back. And I have to say, I've looked at the quality of the pictures, they're very, very good. The camera interface isn't fantastic, it can be a bit clunky, as you'd expect with using a touchscreen, getting in and out of the options, finding different menus, things like that. It's got the camera shutter button on the top there. Unusually, it's got the zoom button down here on the bottom, which is fine once you get used to it, but it is quite unusual. The other thing about this is that it uses the QA interface, which stands for the cross, which I believe is the new Samsung thing, and it makes it very nice. It's very easy to use. The menus are quite simple to get through, and I'll show you the browsing because the browsing on this is actually pretty good. So this has got HSDPA, which means you should get super speedy browsing. If you go onto the Vodafone Live page, Google is the first thing that pops up, so you can then search whatever you want from that, like so. You'll notice that I started dragging my thumb the wrong way up this, and the reason for that is because actually I found out that the Samsung software and the iPhone software work in opposite ways. So if you drag your finger down on this, it puts the page down. If you did that on the iPhone, you'd be moving the page up because it's like you're flicking it away, which can be quite confusing. So there we go. This is shiny. It's all optimised, lovely looking, great. You can, it doesn't have an accelerometer, so it doesn't know when you're turning the phone, but there is a button which simply and swiftly changes the orientation of the page. There we go. And there's also nice touches, like if you hold down your finger on the page, you get this. You have the option to add the bookmark, page pilot, which is when it gives you a kind of overview of the page itself. You can go through and then you can select the area that you want to go to. I'm having problems with the touchscreen on this. It's not as sensitive as you'd want it to be. There we go, and we're back. And there's also things like desktop view and full screen. There we go. So overall, I'd say it's actually quite a nice way to browse. The haptics, the touchscreen is a little shaky, but I don't know if that's because I've got a pre-production sample. But overall, I have to say, very nice browsing. So there you go, it's the Samsung F490 from Vodafone. As always with these things, your price depends on how much you're willing to shell out for the contract, but it's available now.